And we're live. We are back live, still live, downtown Williamsport. Been here for like 70 weeks. It's getting out of control. It's really good stuff. In these very depressing hand sanitizer-filled times, we again still have some opportunities for you as a business. If you're looking for some mask, hand sanitizers, whatnot, hit us up, give us a call, and to help get you out of this
we don't know when
funk.
It's coming.
No, we don't. But to get you out of this funk, we put together the greatest NFL teams of all time bracket, and you have a question already.
You may think I'm doing social distancing here.
That's exactly what I thought, actually.
But actually, I know that you guys haven't taken a shower in like 70 days. So,
I'm all right.
it's more like a comfort thing
Yeah.
than actual, worrying about that.
I appreciate you finally bringing it up, because
Yeah,
I
for
was
us,
I was going to ask you guys if you could start to smell it.
Well, I thought you started smelling like your corgi, so.
Hey,
Bring it up.
Corgi shout out. I'm going to go on a quick rant before we get into this awesomeness, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
I got two quick things I want to rant about during this whole pandemic.
Shocking.
Why can't we golf? I don't get this.
I gotta work on my game.
I will walk. I don't have to touch the steering wheel if that's a problem or whatever. I will walk.
You can't go outside. It might be floating around in the air.
No, I mean, there's a minimum of an acre probably between me and the next person if I'm out golfing. I don't get this. I can't golf.
You're in the woods the whole time anyway.
Definitely. I'm more likely to get Lyme disease
I was
from
gonna
a
say,
tick
don't worry
Exactly.
about you getting Lyme
than I'm
disease.
getting that virus of
Too
COVID.
busy looking for a ball.
No question. My next thing and rant on is PennDOT. PennDOT. We can't get. I'm not saying the whole crew at one time has to be in one spot, but it's usually a solo project. There's 4 people leaning on a shovel, 1 person actually doing the digging. It's outside, very little traffic. This could be handled right now. What are we doing?
What's your point?
We're gonna have a backlog of all these places. They're just gonna shut down entire interstates at one time.
You realize if you try to make sense of anything,
Yeah,
that's the first wrong thing to do.
It's not PennDOT.
it's ridiculous. We're gonna get into quick results. We had some feedback. I hope this
A
kicks
little
up a little
bit.
better.
Hopefully we get a little more.
Sweet.
I am not the marketing genius that anybody expected
that.
me to be. Yep. So it took me a little while to figure out the poll thing and logos.
We don't know
and
how to use the Facebook.
I don't know how to use the book, but I would like to say that you won't get them all in one blast now. So maybe each day we'll pick up a little more votes and mentality
Maybe.
here.
Just maybe.
As long as people continue to vote intelligently the way they are, minus Tony Confer, things will be better. Things will get better. Zach Pick and Bucktail, big shout outs to them. They voted.
Pick it!
Hey, big guys, you guys are doing work up there, and I appreciate you still being part of the talent down here.
That's our tight end, right?
They have the interweb.
I don't
up there.
think they have. Well, Pick probably does. He's got a couple dollars, so they probably had a little way to get some Zoom stream in there or whatever it's
Whoa,
called. I don't know what
whoa.
it's
Hey,
called.
whoa, whoa.
I don't know how to use that stuff either.
I don't know what that
I
is.
think that's what
Slack,
you need to do.
Skype.
Slack, yeah. Just slack me about
We
it.
gotta pick up the Slack.
The phone's ringing like we're open.
Well, it's San Francisco, California.
Give him a.
They got the corona.
Speaking of San Francisco, California, let's lead
Let's
off
go.
with
Let's
that
get into
one.
it.
1989 49ers.
The 1989 49ers had to take on the 1968 Guaranteed Jets. That's where Tony Confer loses all respect. He's the only Yahoo to vote for the New York Football Jets.
You were wrong.
In a landslide, 94% to 6%, the 1989 49ers are moving on to take on the 86 Giants. We'll get into that a little later. Questions, concerns on that? Well, I think we all agreed. I voted
yeah,
that way.
wasn't. I love old school.
Yeah.
I love the Jets. I could name half of the team if you want to. You wouldn't know if I
No.
was lying or not.
Exactly.
Best name on that team, Emerson Boozer. You gotta love that
I mean,
name
you drank
just
booze?
because.
I would think Broadway Joe is the best. Oh, you mean just best name? in
just
general?
the name.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of
Broadway
old school,
Joe, the guarantee, biggest upset in like championship history in that, but they didn't win.
Was it the biggest upset?
I think so.
Okay.
speaking of old school, though, I think this is the helmet that the 62 Packers won.
That's definitely the helmet the
Is that what they
62
wore?
Packers wore. Yeah. So the 62
Did
Packers
they win?
did pull out a W.
Pulled
Even
it
though
out.
they are not Super Bowl champs. We already brought that up. Vince Lombardi put a seal here and a seal here and ran it straight down Ray Lewis's candy butt highway.
You guys got this one right.
It was
Telling you.
it was 50-50 as far as that goes.
The 2000 Ravens had a great defense,
Yeah,
but so did the Packers. And they got to actually score points.
that's true.
I think back in the day, they had one of the best offensive lines that you'd ever see. And I know you would think Forrest Gregg. How about Fuzzy Thurston? Great name again. How come we don't have any great
He
names
just
anymore?
Googled these.
Yeah, he definitely just Googled it.
What is this,
No,
baseball?
no, no,
Disney
no.
and Daffy
Jerry
Dean?
Kramer.
Hey, people like the Kardashians are
Remember
trying. Don't
now-
they name their kids like
Park Star?
Apple and West?
Northwest?
Yeah, I mean, so those names might be coming. They're just crazy celebrities that do it. But 67% voted for the Packers, 33% for the Ravens. I'm on your side a little bit with this. I was close. I would have leaned that way with the Ravens with that defense. I think their big flaw was, who was their quarterback?
Trent
Dilfer?
Dilfer?
Jamal Lewis for a hot minute. I mean, no offensive weapons. Legitimately won games because of the defense. Had to score touchdowns on that side of the ball. You're right. Too much offense.
Did we put these Ravens in here just to have somebody from Baltimore?
I don't think that's totally accurate. I think we needed a murderer in here.
Did we?
Alleged.
Alleged.
Yeah, we needed a couple alleged
Did we
criminals.
flip the coin and say, Ravens or Eagles? We gotta have a bird.
Yeah, we gotta have a bird.
And
We
certainly
didn't have to
wasn't gonna
flip
be
him
the
a
Eagles.
coin.
Yeah, we don't have to flip a coin whenever you talk about Philadelphia. I don't even care if they had a champion.
Oh, I wasn't coming.
That was a great team
They got like 10,000 cases.
of COVID.
I mean, they're killing Pennsylvania.
So that's sweet. The 62 Packers are moving on to take on the 72. An actual decade later, they're going to take on Mr. Perfection, Don Shula and the boys. So that'll be interesting.
That's nice.
On the other side, one of the reasons I'm wearing a Dallas Cowboy football jersey.
You look awesome today.
This is not, what's
That
his
could
name?
Be your best.
What's the back now?
Ezekiel Elliott.
This is definitely not for him.
Now when
This
it's
is
75th anniversary.
Neon Dion Primetime Sanders, because he
Prime
is the
time.
best athlete to ever play this
Prime
sport
time.
and lace it up. But right behind him, probably a close second or third, GB. Big shout out to GB. Just got diagnosed a little bit with some cancer. You saw the videos out there, saw the local folks in it. Pretty cool stuff, how he's impacted a lot of
Some
people's
pretty
lives.
big time folks in that video as well.
Huge. So big shout out to him as well. Got you going here. And obviously the 92 Cowboys were hosting the 98 Denver Broncos. Pretty much a landslide here too. 69% went for the Cowboys, only 31% for the Broncos. I think people were thinking maybe Tim Tebow was still the quarterback. They forgot John Elway was there.
Might have been.
My point is this probably could have been a little closer.
Probably could have been a good game, I got to tell you.
This would have been a really, really cool game to see and witness.
Steve Atwater.
That,
If we had knew how to use game consoles,
Simulations
things,
and
that
stuff.
would be cool too. If we could have
Yeah.
simulated these. I don't know if you can do that. Can you do throwback game?
Let's see if somebody comment.
Forget them.
Yeah.
They don't comment anyways. The
I
only comment
will
we
say-
got was a fraudulent author that said we missed the 91 Redskins.
We didn't
Trust
miss
me,
them.
we didn't
trust
miss
me,
them.
we didn't miss them. We passed right over.
yeah. They were just a blur in my rearview mirror like Meatloaf.
I tell you one thing though that people don't realize about that '92 team, and I was alive for that game.
Damn right you were. You were alive. For
I
all
was
these
alive
games.
for that
I
one.
was, I was alive for all these games.
Yes, absolutely you were.
By the way, anyhow, their defense was really good
Was.
that year. And the Super Bowl, I forget, they'd had a record like
52 to 10 or something. I think.
and there was like 9 turnovers they caused.
Yeah.
Knocked what's that guy's name from the Bills?
Jim Kelly.
Oh,
Thurman
him,
Thomas,
yeah.
Western PA guy.
Yeah. Hey, how come we didn't get the Bills in any of this? They were there 4 times.
They were there, just like the Vikings. They,
This is an
they
That was
blew
alternate-
it.
my other one.
This is
The
an
Vikings.
alternate universe. Jim Kelly went to Penn State, never became a quarterback. He played linebacker.
I don't think it would have mattered
Is
either
that-
way.
GB knows that. Right?
Yeah.
GB knows that feeling.
Yeah, he knows all
absolutely.
about
so
that.
he knows exactly all about that. So so the 92 Cowboys will be moving on. They're going to take on the 85 Bears. Speaking of that defense, though, I did want to say you're mentioning basically Charles Haley. That man was part of the Niners and this, so he's a missing link there,
Absolutely.
added link there. So
He's the
that's
best guy in our pool here.
the bottom of the bracket. Then rounding it out. This is interesting to me. Only 25% of the people took the Pats.
They were
the
smart.
04 Pats.
They were smart.
Now, that's either hatred, just because they don't like Belichick, Brady, and the rest of the gang up there, Mr. Kraft. I'm not sure that's it. If he was up there getting a massage that you guys don't like about. But they took the greatest show on turf at 75%. The 11th seed upsetting the 6th seed,
Whoa.
2004 Patriots. This is a little bit shocking to me
Well,
that it was that far
This is
apart.
George Mason over Kansas.
This is not so.
No?
Well, no.
All right.
I don't think it's that. These are all
I
professional.
think the people got it right, though.
I do think
gotta
they
tell
got
you,
it right as well.
As we said before, I don't think that Pats team could score with the 99 Rams.
I don't think they could definitely put up that
Too
many
much
points.
firepower.
Troy Brown's playing offense and defense, I
He's
believe, in that
gassed.
year. That's a problem when you're going up against this arsenal
Torrey
of
Holt,
offense.
Isaac Bruce, Ricky Pro.
And
I
again,
think-
that defense does not get the credit it deserved.
I think they
Mike
probably
Jones.
run like 80 plays.
Oh, that's the other thing, yeah.
Easily.
The only thing that slows them down is they had to go up to the Patriots, and if it was played in January,
was
February,
snowing.
if it was snowing, that might have slowed down
Maybe,
the Rams
but
for a
I
hot
don't even
minute.
know.
No.
But all right, so let's turn around and give it to Marshall Falk.
Exactly. I mean, this thing is absolutely loaded, and again, that defense not getting the credit I think they deserve. Trey Bly and the boys, and Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike
Jones.
Jones. Also Fletcher, what's his face?
London Fletcher.
London Fletcher.
He was in the league for forever.
I'm just saying, you actually know people's names.
Oh, yeah.
I can't name.
Hey, Danny, London Fletcher. There's your Redskin.
Oh, there you go. We made the docket for you. So they're moving on to take on the immovable force or whatever that's called, the 78 Steelers, the Steel Curtain.
The immovable object.
Yeah. So we'll get those posted, and let's go through quickly. Here's what it's going to be. The next route, which I, again, will post just one per day, it'll run the entire next week. So you have an entire week to vote on these. So let's get these votes up. Let's be honest.
Share our stuff.
Share it. You're
Get it
sitting
out there.
around. You're at home. Suspension, whatever we're calling this stuff. Anyways,
Yeah.
you ain't doing anything.
sitting
You're
around
working from home.
and-
BS.
Tell
And
us
your
why
BS.
somebody won.
sweats and your pink, puffy slippers.
You're not combing your
You're
hair,
not doing
Sandra.
anything.
Whatever her name was.
Oh
There's
my
no
goodness.
Samantha.
Samantha.
I combed my hair for today. See?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't have to worry about not being any barbershops open.
I was gonna say the
There you
bald
go.
people are now happy the
Thank
barbershops.
you.
I'm just saying you're not really sitting around working. Let's be honest. In an 8-hour window of you performing work, you're probably doing 3.5 max. Max. You're on Facebook anyways. Don't act like you're not. You're scrolling.
If
I know
not,
you
you're
are.
not going out to eat at night.
Absolutely.
You're not going to the gym. You're sitting at home.
You're throwing the kids to bed a little bit earlier too. I know you are. You probably made those Jello little things of gelatin.
Jello
Yeah,
shots.
Jello shots.
No, not Jello shots. They're kids for crying out loud.
Oh,
But
body
you
shots.
made them. You made them with NyQuil.
Wait a second.
Body
Wait a
shots.
second.
What the hell's going on over here? You're the
you give
dirtiest
Didn't you give the kids the Jello shots right when they got to see the Easter Bunny this weekend?
No. I didn't have to do that. They were already petrified, even though they witnessed me put on the thing. As soon as they saw it,
The Easter Bunny even had a mask on.
I did. I went
tell you,
COVID with it. There
That
was no
was the
spreading
best
of
looking
germs.
Easter bunny I ever saw. The only thing was I heard he almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, those hills were a bit outrageous.
Shortness of breath. You got COVID.
And I'll tell you right
or
now.
you just going up some hills.
After about the first one, like either my wife didn't want to talk to me in general, or she didn't want to let me know that. And then it looked all ragged. My neck piece was all out. The bow tie that I was supposed to have was up by my ears at this point. Like, I
think-
could have
I
scared
think she
kids. Just
I think she just thought better of talking.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
You know what?
Just don't
Tony
even
was
talk to me at
pulling
this
that
point.
wagon around. He saw a turtle pass him. That's how slow he was going.
Yeah, the tortoise in the hair. Look at this guy. All kinds of things, and then he's trying to murder babies. I'm just trying to put him to sleep with NyQuil.
Not murder.
My goodness. All right, so let's go with it.
Anyhow.
The 1 seed, 1972 Perfect Dolphins are now going to play
62.
the 8 seed 62 Packers. The 86 New York Football Giants. That's LT and the boys. Although they have a quarterback, Phil Simms. The guy I thought was a tailback, I thought it was Otis. He wasn't even the starter. So it's going to be interesting to see that go up against the 5 seed, the 89 49ers. I think locally we might see a boom for the Giants.
You think?
I do. I think that's
Tough one. Bill
think that's gonna be
Belichick, still the defensive coordinator?
again, 2 head football Hall of Fame coaches on the same staff. The 1985 Bears, the 2 seed, will also be hosting the 1992 7 seed Dallas Cowboys. Can they
we
keep
go-
it going?
can we go
GB,
through-
can you keep this thing rolling?
The Bears.
You got Dub Bears.
Duh.
The Bears. I forget. I keep
And
forgetting.
how about them
Dicka.
Cowboys?
Dicka. Dicka lost that team, though. Let's remember that Dicka loses this team mentally. They turn their backs on him. Right now, they're kind of in turmoil.
They
I'm
go over
not
to Buddy
sure.
Ryan.
They do. He tells them, do not do any more promotional commercials. Don't make any more money because you need to focus on football. And the next day, what drops? Chunky Campbell soup
His
drops. You lost the locker room. So let's see if he doesn't lose the locker room this week against the 92 Cowboys. Again, with the upset, the 11 seed 1999 Rams, fastest show on grass, turf, doesn't matter, is taking on the 3 seed. Yes, the 3 seed. 1978 Pittsburgh Iron Steel Curtain Steelers with the rule change. That's, again, why I think that's an asterisk that needs to be
Yeah, I
noted.
take offense to this whole thing, them being the number 3 seed anyhow, but that's all right.
I understand that. In this area, I also think that the Steelers will get a lot of love. They might get a
They
lot of
should.
hatred because we're bashing the terrible Eagles and they shouldn't have gotten in. They shouldn't have gotten in. You can't
They
even
didn't
come
have
up
a
with an
team.
argument in the comments, in a backlash. You have no answer to your one made-up Super Bowl win anyways, and there's not a team before that. I'd put a Vince Pampali team over any of those teams
I'd rather
anyways.
take Chuck Bednarik and the Eagles in the 60s when they beat up on the Giants and
Yeah.
knocked out Frank Gifford out
Well,
of the
they can
game.
kick
I
their
don't think
balls
that's
right
okay.
out of this tournament because they're not getting in. Chuck. He was
Chuck.
a kicker, right?
He was a lineman.
He played both ways.
You just
Come
wanted
on,
to talk
man.
about kicking balls, and now Scott's talking about playing both ways.
Who's the punter?
Groza.
Groza, son of a
Yeah,
beeswax.
hey, played for the Browns, by the way.
Close enough. They're both trashy cities.
The Browns.
They're the same thing. How do we keep mentioning the Browns? Good
Well,
grief.
You gotta mention Lou Groza because they named a freaking award after him after all.
Named a lot of awards after people. They're not on this list.
I
That's
know.
it. There it is. So get the votes up. We'll get them up. I'll try to get the polls going again. I'm learning. I'm young. I'm learning. I don't know these things. Okay?
Not young.
My 7-year-old daughter helped me post it. Maybe she can get these other ones up for me.
She's probably better at it than you are.
Yeah, keep practicing your social distancing. Keep getting yourselves some wipes. Give us a call. Hang out. Check out the page. Like, comment. Do what you're supposed to do, people. You're
Do
not
it.
doing anything else. It's
Are
frustrating.
we gonna start sending out T-shirts again?
What?
Start sending out T-shirts again?
No, they're contaminated. Stop calling. Stop coming in the door. We're closed. We're only
We
doing
are closed.
stuff we can sell to you
We
that
are
you need
closed.
and we can get out of here from the store. You can't come in the place. It's a hard goods place. We're illegal.
Hey, what? We're
What?
gonna be open sometime though, right?
No.
We don't
Ever.
know.
Close the. Close
Don't
this
believe him.
episode.
Don't believe him. We will be open sometime.
Back up the truck.
Turn the place into a parking lot.
Back it up.
Hey, here at Harder Sporting Goods, we play to win.
And so should you.
Especially
There's
in
no
that
prize for
lady's
second place.
jacket.